Tonight is on an island. It's about time we're making up. I told you wasn't with you waking up. Now you feel seductive.
Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys have been doing good. I know I've been MIA again, y'all. Life with nursing school, it's really hard to keep up with a lot of stuff, but I am going to try my best to be more consistent, so just bear with me. Last video that I posted, it did really good. I got a lot of good feedback and I got a lot of views on that video, and so I said in that video, I was talking about emotional control. I was talking about how to, control your emotions, how to start that process, and why I feel like it's one of the most important things that you can do as a woman, especially. I think it's like super important that we learn to control our emotions, and just, why it's important, how it trickles down to other parts of your life if you're not aware of it, how lack of discipline in your emotions is really going to show up as lack of discipline in other aspects of your life as well, whether it's finances, health, it does not matter. This one simple thing is really going to help you control everything else that you can in your life to the best of your abilities. And I also had said that I was going to be dropping an ebook/journal to help you guys get started on this journey. And so I wanted to get on here today to talk about the fact that I have dropped the journal. If you follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, then you already know that I have dropped this journal, and I've kind of been talking about it, not too much, because I kind of want to get really deep into it, which is what I'm going to do this month, is really get deep into this journal and what it has and how it works, and why I really think this is a good starting point if you don't know how to control your emotions and it's like something that you really want to dive into. This is going to be your friend. So the journal that I have created is called Embracing Harmony, a guided journal for emotional mastery. The reason why I really like this journal and ebook that I created is because I personally don't think there's anything like this on the market that I have found. I have found videos, but not really journals. And I really believe that journaling is one of the best things that you can do if you want to start diving into doing inner work or personal growth. The reason why is because it really makes you sit down and be really introspective with what you're dealing with or what you have dealt with in the past. It's an opportunity for you to be really honest with yourself as well, without fear of judgment. And I think that's super important. You can go to therapists, you can have talk to your friends, whatever the case may be, but it's something different about just being very vulnerable and real with yourself, knowing that you're not going to be judged. That is very different. Journaling is something that I practice every single day because I really feel like it's that important. Just like I work out every single day, just like I try to eat as healthy as I can every single day, just as I try to drink 80 ounces of water and pray every single day, I journal every single day because it is part of my emotional and mental health. And I notice a big difference in my life and just in my peace and in general when I don't journal versus when I do journal. This book that I created, I really like it because not only, you can print this out if you want to print this out, or you could just download it on your iPad, which is how I use it. I download it on my iPad, and not only do I talk about like what emotional control is, I talk about why emotional control is important. I talk about, understanding your emotions, like the different feelings that you may feel, like, if you're the kind of person that has an all or nothing type of thinking, if you are an overgeneralizer, compare yourself a lot, all of this stuff. I really dive deep into these things and give you a good just understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. And then the rest of this book is literally just journal prompts. Like all of this here that you see are all journal prompts. And I love it. Number one, because if this is like really something that you want to start to get into and you just don't know where to start, you don't even know, like, okay, like, how do I even begin to start tackling, my emotional intelligence, or how do I even begin to start developing emotional control? Like, I have no idea how to start. I don't know how to journal about this. I'm giving you the blueprint to get you started, okay? I literally ask you things that you need to understand and reflect on to get this ball moving. I really am really proud of the questions that I have here, the journal prompts. I really think that these journal prompts are also very deep. For example, one of the questions that I ask is, how did your caregivers or family members handle similar situations when you were a child? And this is super important. You realize just how much trauma you carry from your childhood into your adult life when you start tackling your emotional control. And so the way I designed this journal is, I want you to take this slow, okay? I want you to really think about these questions and really dive deep into these questions and really start tapping into those memories of your childhood or your early teenage years, whatever the case may be, and really start thinking about this stuff. I know for me, this has been one of the hardest things for me to do because I was a very traumatized kid. I lost my mother when I was very young. When I was 11 years old, I lost her to breast cancer. And it was like 2 years before she had passed. And like for those 2 years before she passed, it was very traumatic. It made me a very anxious child. And then when she passed away, I really felt this like deep abandonment, because my mother was the one who was nurturing me. My mother was the one who was always giving me that reassurance and that kind of motherly love and care and support that parents give their kids. And when she passed away, that was completely taken from me. Not only was that completely taken from me, I had to grow up really fast. I'm the firstborn of all of my siblings. My sister was 8 years old. My little brother was 6. I was 11. I had to grow up fast. I had to literally take up a lot of the things that my mother was doing for us. I had to do it. I had to make sure my little, brother and sister would wake up and go to school and all of our homework was done on time. And I had to come home and do laundry and cook. So my childhood was like literally, it was very, very stressful. And I did not realize how much of this stress and anxiousness and avoidance and just all of these things that I had dealt with as a kid came to me as an adult, or continued as an adult, and why my relationships why I wasn't connecting with people the way I wanted to connect, why I couldn't keep a romantic relationship the way that I wanted and I desired, why I was always isolating myself, why I was always anxious when I didn't have a reason to be anxious. I did not realize these things until I started journaling about this type of stuff, until I started journaling about my my emotional reactiveness and where does this come from and why do I feel this way. And so these journal prompts are really going to dig deep into those type of parts of your life. And it's going to be heavy. It's going to be a heavy process, but I promise you, once you start this journey and once you begin to heal these issues, the beautiful thing about stuff like this is that once you really heal the root, the main problem, the rest of the stuff that you got to work on is so easy to work on. Like once you fix this, the other stuff you got to deal with is just gonna come to you. I really believe that, investing in yourself physically, making sure you look good, making sure you feel good, this is part of that too. Like, you need to do this type of stuff if you want to have all the things that you want in your life. If you want healthy relationships with your friends, your family, romantic, with money, with career, if you want it all, you need to work on these things. Because if you do not work on these things, if you do not take the time to heal your own traumas, you will not have the capacity to contain the things that you want. God will literally hand you what it is that you want. God will give you the money. God will give you the relationship. God will give you the body, the health, the career. But if you don't know how to handle it, if you do not know how to reciprocate what it is that you need to contain those things that you want and you desire, or that you're getting handed, you won't keep it. This is really a great start. This journal is $20. I will have it linked in the description box below. Again, it's called Embracing Harmony. Journaling, like I said, it's gonna be the key factor here. And of course, if you need extra help, if you need therapy, get therapy. I've already had therapy before. I had therapy a little bit in the beginning of 2022, and I'm not the kind of person that just always goes to therapy. I've done therapy a lot throughout my life, so I kind of feel like this journey that I'm on right now, it's not something that a therapist can help me. It's kind of something that's like, I need to do myself, and I need to face myself. It's like me and God. Like, that's how I feel right now. It's like me and God locked in, doing what we need to do. But I know some people already bought the journal. I would really love if you guys would leave a review. I will leave the link in the description box below, so you guys can go ahead and you know, dive into this, get your foot in the door. Once you get your foot in this door of inner work and healing, just watch how things start to just change for you. When I tell you the way that I feel currently, the way that things are going in my life currently, if it was not for me doing this type of work, I don't think that I would be able to have it. This is something that I really believe in, really think that you need to do. Do not wait any longer. Do not waste any more time. Stop putting yourself in a victim mentality. Stop, sitting there thinking that the way your life is and the way you are is just the way things have to be. It does not have to be. It does not have to be that way. Things can change for you. You can literally be living one way today, and then in a month, in a year, be living in a completely different reality. So do this work. It's super important. And yeah, I can't wait to just see you guys' reviews and see you guys doing this. I'm thinking about going on live a couple of days out of the week, maybe on TikTok, and just like talking about this journal, or maybe going, doing like a journal prompt a week type of thing. Maybe a Discord. I'm not really sure yet what I want to do, but I definitely want to create some type of community. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, like maybe me going on YouTube live or going on TikTok live, or maybe doing like a Discord where we can talk a little bit and whatever, like, let me know. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.